Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakkhurunimilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamaya Pilatiso Idantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Gurum Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakammalam Shri Guran Vaishnavanam Cha Virupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Ekantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Vitam Shri Sakam Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kalpa Sindhu Vaivacha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavabha Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pṛṣṭāya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyabhati Pasata Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So Hare Krishna, today is a very, very auspicious day. Today is actually double auspicious day because today is the appearance day, transcendental appearance day of Bhaktivinod Thakur, also transcendental appearance day of Vamanadev, Lord Vamanadev. So we will talk today both the things, but we will start with the Bhaktivinod Thakur because Krishna says, Mother Bhakta Putyadika, my devotee is more worshipable than me. That is the position of the Acharya. Just a prasada, bhagavat-prasada. Without their mercy, we cannot approach Krishna. We cannot understand what is called Vamana Dvadasi, the intricacy or the philosophy of Vamana Dvadasi, philosophy of appearance of the God in different incarnation. So we have to approach first Acharya, Guru Krishna Kripa Pava Bhakti Lotabi. Without Guru Krishna, without Acharya, we cannot understand anything. So our Bhaktivinod Thakur, actually we actually entire the material world is suffering due to want of knowledge. Because we have limited our life just like an animal. They do not know beyond the sense gratification of eating, sleeping, making, depending. Whole world completely confined or limited to all the things. They have no knowledge beyond this core principle of animal propensity. Therefore, we are suffering. The Acharya is very, very important, very, very, indispensable, because Acharya gives us the knowledge, enlightens us. What is the real purpose of human life? Human life is not meant for like animal propensity of simply eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Arthata Brahma Jigyasa. Human life begins with inquiring about the God. At present stage, we have turned away from the Lord. There's a beautiful verse. It is stated here that how we have turned away from the Lord. As a result of that, we are suffering. The whole world is suffering. In these verses, it is stated very nicely that Janasya Krishna Vimukhasya Daivat Adharma Silasya Sudikhitasya. So this is a beautiful verse. It states that, oh my Lord, great philanthropic soul travel on the earth on behalf of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So to show compassion to the fallen soul who are averse to the sense of subordination to Lord. See, we are all sense of subordinates. We are averse to sense of subordinates. We do not want to subordinate the Lord. As a result, we are suffering. Janasya Krishna Vimukhasya Daivat Adharma Silasya Sudikhitasya. As a result of turning away from the Lord, turning against the Lord, we are suffering. Therefore, the philanthropic soul like Acharyas, they have come, they have traveled, they have tried and tried to enlighten these people in general, so that they will again turn back to the Lord and terminate their misery. terminate their sufferings. That's why acharyas are very exalted. You can see how the Lord is glorifying the acharya when he says that acharyas are more greater than me. Their worshipper is they are more worshipable than me. The beautiful verses he says that madhavakta pujya adhika. Here it is said that madhavakta pujya adhika. Krishna says that my devotee is more worshipable than even than me. That is the position of Acharya Mam Vijaniyan. Acharya is none different from Krishna. Krishna says to Uddhava that acharyas are non-different. Acharya Mam Vijaniyan Navamanyata Karichit Namattaya Buddhishate Sarvadeva Maya Guru. So one should know the acharya is myself, never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man. He is the representative of all demigods. That is the exalted position of the acharya. Therefore, we celebrate the appearance, disappearance day of the acharya even more gloriously than even the God appearance, because they are the most. Krishna say that those who think that I am, those who think that he is the direct devotee of the Krishna, he is not actually the devotee. The devotee of my devotee is actually my devotee. Krishna say in Adi Purana, the beautiful verses in Adi Purana, Krishna himself asserted the fact that very beautiful verses. It is said that Madhavaktanam Jome Bhakta Tame Juktatam Mataha. So the devotee of my devotees are actual my devotees. Yame Bhakta Jana Partha Nami Bhakta Sati Jana Madhavaktanam Chai Bhaktas Teme Bhakta Tamamataha. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotee, actually not my devotee, but those who are devotee of my servant, actually my devotee. People in general, they want to approach Krishna bypassing the acharyas, bypassing the guru. That is a Himalayan blunder. That is the Himalayan blunder they are committing, because they cannot approach Krishna directly. That is not possible. Just like you want to cure a disease, you have to go a doctor, prescribe authorized doctor, then you get cured. You cannot speculate yourself that, okay, this medicine I can be cured. Okay, Ayurvedic, let me try allopathy, let me try homeopathy. In this way, trying since time immemorial to get cured. We cannot be cured. Krishna says that you have to go to my devotee. Krishna se tomara, Bhaktivinod Thakur is very nicely singing. Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite paro, tomara sakati achi. Amita kangala, Krishna Krishna boli, thai tava pache pache. Krishna is sold out to the acharya. Krishna say, aham mi bhakta paradina, Durvasa. When Ambrish Maharaj was insulted by Durvasa, was attempted to kill by Durvasa, then Sudarshan Chakra chased the Ambrish Maharaj. Ambrish Maharaj went to everywhere to take shelter. Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Vishnu also. Vishnu said, I cannot do anything. I cannot do anything because aham bhakta paradina. I am under the control of my devotee. That is the position of Acharya. They are sold out. Krishna is sold out to Acharya. We cannot get Krishna directly. We have to go through, approach through the spiritual master, through the Acharya, through the disciplic succession. We cannot receive the knowledge simply by reading the books. Wow, I will buy the Bhagavatam 2 days, after 2 days, 29th Bhadra Purnima. It is said that Bhadra Purnima Bhagavatam donate means you can get liberated, something very important of it. So, but we cannot understand Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita without approaching. Tadvidi pranipetena paripresena sevaya upadekhanti jnanam ganinam tatatarsina. Krishna says, chiram vichinman. You can try millions of lifetimes. You cannot understand the philosophy of Krishna without approaching a Krishna. Tattvadarshi means who has got the mercy of Krishna, who is the representative of Krishna, true representative. Therefore, every scripture demands that tad-vijnanartham sa guru avigachet, eva avigachet. One must approach Acharya. Without approaching Acharya, one cannot get enlightened. As a result, one cannot get out from this obnoxious material existence. Therefore, Acharya's position is very, very exalted. It is stated in this beautiful verses that how we should Mahatman Bahumanena Dananam Anukampaya Maitra Chaivatman Tulyasu Yemana Niyamana Cha. Pure devotee should execute devotional service by giving greatest respect to the spiritual master and the Acharya. He should be compassionate to the poor, make friendship with persons who are equal to, but all his activities should be executed under the regulation and with control. So how much we should give respect to spiritual master Acharya. As Krishna say, is non-different from Acharya. And Acharya's worship is more even greater than. Aradhanam, Lord Shiva also say, Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam param. Tasmat parataram devi tadyartham tadya archanam. Even greater than Vishnu worship of his Acharya, his devotees, his authorized devotee. So that is the position of the Acharya. Because they give the knowledge. We are blinded in this material world. We have ignorance. Due to ignorance, we are suffering. This is a beautiful verses by Śukadeva. What he said that we are suffering just due to our ignorance. Nothing else. Lokasya swayam shrī-ṛṣir nasta drishti. Nasta drishti means we are blinded. We are ignorance. Due to ignorance, the materialistic person does not know anything about his real self-interest, the auspicious path in life. He is simply bound to material enjoyment by lusty desire. All his plans are made for this purpose, for temporary sense gratification. Such a person creates a society of envy. Due to this mentality, he plunges into the ocean of suffering. Such foolish person does not even know about it. So ignorance, avidya, what is that called? Avidya kama karmihi, karmavihi. Avidya means ignorance. By ignorance, we create material desire, lusty desire. As a result, we are bound by the fruitive activities, undergoing repeated birth. We are undergoing our action and reaction, cycle of action, reaction, undergoing our fruitive activities and taking birth in different spaces of life, sometimes up, sometimes down. In this way, we are suffering in this material entanglement. That is our problem. So, the Acharya's duty, they used to dissipate the knowledge. Their main things is that the Acharya means whole idea of the Acharya that they impart the knowledge. As a result, we will come out from this mess. There's a beautiful verses spoken by this the beautiful verses spoken by this Krishna's father, Nanda Maharaj, to Gargamuni. When Gargamuni came to naming ceremony of Krishna Balaram, that time there's a beautiful verse spoken by there's a very nice verse. Mahadvichalam ninnam grehinam dinachetasam nishrayasa bhagavana kalpatena nyatakochit. There's a beautiful verse. Oh my Lord, great devotee, person like you move from one place to another place, not for their own interest, but for the sake of poor-hearted grihastha, householder. Otherwise, they have no interest in going from one place to another. Just example of Prabhupada. Prabhupada at the age of 69. At that vague age of life, people love to be at home with grandchildren, surrounded by grandchildren. At that time, he left the most cherished Vrindavan Dham, the Radha Damodar temple. He has a own room. It's very comfortable. But he left it. And he traveled in a freighter flight, undergoing 2 heart attack trials, tribulations. What is the purpose of going to America? Simply to show his mercy, show his compassion to the householder, the poor-hearted householder. Not for the own interest. Prabhupada never went for own interest. He went to deliver the conditioned soul. Show his compassion. Therefore, acharyas are very exalted. Very, very exalted. Even you can see that Krishna is speaking to Śukadeva, very, very beautiful verses, how Krishna is glorifying the acharyas. You can see here. Sri Bhagavan uvāca. He told that, my dear Brahmana, you should know that the great sages have come here just to bless you. They travel throughout the world with me, purifying them with the dust of their feet. This is Krishna is speaking. 10th canto. He went to meet Śukadeva, Brahmana. Now he is telling to Brahmana, he was accompanied by the great sages. He was telling the glories of the great sages. They travel to purify the world with dust of their feet. That was the position of the Acharya. It's not that, we are celebrating the appearance, disappearance, is a 5-day fasting, then concentrating on, focusing on feasting. No. Our is not about fasting and feasting. We should know the importance, the significance of the Acharyas, importance of the Acharya in our life. Therefore, we are celebrating how much we are indebted to them. One can gradually become purified by singing, clothing, worshipping temple deity, places of pilgrimage, holy river. But one can attain same result immediately simply by receiving the glance of exalted self. See, simply by the glance of the exalted self, one can. How many people, when Prabhupada went to the America, they were all beefeaters. Simply by glance of Prabhupada, the touch of Prabhupada, they were all become Vaishnava. That is the power of the exalted soul. That is the power of Acharya. Try to understand the importance of Acharya even before you know the glories of Bhaktivinod. If you do not know their position, their exalted position, what is the use of knowing the Bhaktivinod thakur? We will take it as okay, he is like ordinary man, but little better. No, they were so exalted. Shastra says, Jasya prasada bhagavad prasada. Without their mercy, we cannot get the mercy of the Lord. Without their mercy, we cannot get the knowledge also. Jasya devi parabhakti jatha devi tatha guru tasyati kathati arthat prakasanti mahat. Without their, the knowledge cannot be revealed to us. It's not, Bhagavatam is not about academic study. It is about mercy. Mercy of the Acharya. We cannot understand Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita by simply by our academic knowledge, by intellectual power. No. Lord Shiva say, Aham Vedmi, Sukha Vedmi, Vyasa Vedmi na Vedmi. I know Śukadeva Gosvāmī know Bhagavatam. Vyasadev no not. Because Bhagavatam cannot be understood by academic knowledge. It has to be understood by devotional service. And that devotional service only can be possible by blessing of Acharya. Krishna say, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say also, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say, that Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jiva Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Latavi. According to their karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to upper planetary, some are going into the lower planetary. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with one of our spiritual master. By the grace of Krishna, by the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the seed of keeper of the Gosvāmī. The bhakti which is the highest. Without bhakti, we cannot get Krishna. Krishna say, no. Bhakti mama vijananti. Bhakti mama, what is that? Na sadhayati mam yogya, na sankhya, na uddhava. Yatha bhaktir mamordito. You want to conquer the Lord, we want to see the Lord, we can attain the lotus feet of Krishna only by bhakti. All scriptures proclaimed very loudly. And that bhakti cannot be attained without the association of the Acharya. So Acharyas are very exalted. So Bhaktivinod Thakur is an Acharya in our disciplic succession. He is a householder. He is not a sannyas, he is not a brahmachari, householder. But he is still an Acharya, he is still a very strict follower. It does not matter one is what ashrama he belongs to, what spiritual division he belongs to, what social division he belongs to. If he is really conducting his life exemplary, Acharya means with Achara, with conducting himself and preaching to others, then he can be a spiritual master, he can be Acharya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say, Kiba Vipra Kiba Nasi Sudra Kene Naya Oi Krishna Tattva Bita Sei Guru Hoy. Doesn't matter one is Brahmana, Kshatriya or Brahmachari, Sannyasi. But if he knows the Krishna Tattva, he can be Acharya. So that is the Acharya, Bhaktivinod Thakur. Bhaktivinod Thakur appeared in this world 1838. And in his life, he was completely following, adhering. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught his philosophy in 14th, 15th century, then within 2-3 years, everything deteriorated. Material world means everything going to deteriorate. Even the very good thing also will deteriorate in course of time. So entire philosophy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Dev, Krishna himself came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and taught the philosophy. That has been deteriorated. So Bhaktivinod Thakur, major contribution, reintroduced the disciplic succession. That is the major contribution. 200 years, everything, this whole Vaishnava religion become a sex religion, so many branch out to so many upasampradaya. Bhaktivinod came and re-established that disciplic succession, that authentic disciplic succession. That is his major contribution. Although he is a magistrate, he is a grahastha, but he was a very strict follower. He came to office 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, he will sleep. 12 o'clock, he will get up and he will write books, write poems, preaching work. He set an example that whatever you belong to, you may be a grahastha, you may be working, but you can be a preacher, you can be an acharya. Acharya means actually preacher. Without preacher, the neophytes cannot be acharya. Acharya preaching, preaching by example. Prolific writers, hundreds of books he has written. Chaitanya Sikkhamrita, Jaiva Dharma, so many, and hundreds of songs. So that enlightened people read and enlighten, know what is the aim of the life, why I am suffering, what is next. Not simply eating, sleeping, mating, defending. What is this life? Materialistic life is all confined to 4 basic principles. Eating, how to eat nicely, how to sleep nicely, how to mate nicely, how to defend nicely. That is whole things. But Bhaktivinod Thakur, with his compassion, reintroduced the disciplic succession, prolifically writes so many books and poems. And another major contribution of Bhaktivinod Thakur that he has discovered and excavated the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Mayapur, Yogapith. That is his major contribution. When he was in Puri, he was a magistrate in Puri temple. Jagannath temple is a very big temple, big administration, 118 department of sevaka. He was managing everybody. And there was a upstart of prasampradaya called Visikeshan, a so-called upstart yogi. He challenged Bhaktivinod. He told why he was magistrate. There was so much allegation, complaint against this Visikeshan yogi. Bhaktivinod Thakur went to arrest. He told, what you can arrest me? Oh, Bhaktivinod, you cannot arrest me. I am the mystic yogi. I am the God. I am Jagannath. Is just a wood. I am the Jagannath. Bhaktivinod Thakur got angry. That is Vaishnava. He can tolerate his own insult. He cannot tolerate the blasphemy of the God. Just like Hanuman burnt the Lanka. So Bhaktivinod Thakur arrested him. By his mystic power, he made the whole Bhaktivinod family fall into very sick, high temperature. He even could not come to the court to give the evidence or. But by Krishna's mercy, Krishna say Madhu Bhakta, Krishna say Nami Bhakta Pranashati. Krishna's mercy, he came and he caught this hair of mystic yogi Visikeshan. Normally the mystic yogi keep their mystic power in the hair. Once he caught the hair, all his power gone, he died. He suicided. That is Bhaktivinod Thakur. He is very strict follower. And during his last period of time, he was completely confined. And he was 24/7, nowhere at us, one room confined. And only the prasadam was been sent just below the door. Nobody can go to there. He was completely absorbed in Krishna consciousness. That was Acharya, who preaches by practice. Apani Acharya Kali Sikhe. So today is the appearance day of Bhaktivinod Thakur. There is so many things about Bhaktivinod Thakur. So we have a time because we are going to speak also something about the glorious appearance of Lord Vamanadev. So we can read that 7th Goswami is their PDF file. There is a book called 7th Goswami. He was called as 7th Goswami. That's his Goswami, but by his contribution, by his exalted position, he has been awarded as 7th Goswami. So you can read that book 7th Goswami. As elaborately, it has been given the life biography of Bhaktivinod Thakur, Sachidananda Bhaktivinod Thakur. So his Om Bhaktivinodaya Sachidananda Namini Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupanaga Bharataya. So he is Gaura Shakti Sarupaya, the embodiment of Gaura Shakti. In Rupanuga means he is the Rupa Goswami. He is a preacher he is a representative of Rupa Goswami. We are called Rupanuga. He is preachers. He is preaching as a representative of Rupa Goswami to all the conditioned souls, so that they can be reclaimed from the onslaught of the Maya. So about Jai Bhaktivinod Thakur ki Jai. So now we are going to study this today also very auspicious appearance day of Vamanadev. So Lord has so many incarnations. Ramadi Murti Sukalani Yamanatishtam Nana Avataram Aparoda Bhuvaneshu Kintu. Krishna Soyam Samabhavat Parama. So Lord has many avatars. Ramadi Murti. There is a beautiful verses from Bhagavad-bhakti. It says that Avatara hi asankhya Hari. Hari avatar is asankhya. Avatara hi asankhya Hari. Sattva nide vidyoha. So avatar hi asankhya means Lord has innumerable incarnation. Principal incarnation has been given 24 in Bhagavatam. And also Jayadev Goswami has written the 10 principal incarnations. And one of the incarnation called Vamanadev. Incarnation means avatar. Avatar means avataran. They descend from the spiritual kingdom. Why they descend? Because they have a cause. Krishna said, I descend. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhithanam adharmasya tadatmanam sudamam. Pṛṣṭaṁ sādhuna vināsaya ca duṣkitam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhamami. So whole idea is to re-establish the dharma, save the protect the devotees, sadhu, and annihilate or destroy the demons. So, but these three things can be done without being God descends. You see, to establish dharma, the acharyas are there. Bhaktivinod Thakur is there. Prabhupada is there. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is there. They are representative of the Lord. They can establish dharma. As far as protecting the devotee is called, his name is enough. How many times Lord Nrsimhadev came to rescue Prahlad Maharaj once, but he was rescued so many times. He was being trampled by elephant. He was being, thrown surrounded by snakes, poisonous snake. He was being thrown from the cliffs. He was saved. Who saved him? Holy name. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So name is so powerful that Lord does not need to come. It can save the Lord. It can save the devotee. As far as Pṛṣṭaṁ sadhuna vināsaya ca duṣkita, to annihilate the miscreant is concerned, he also does not need to come. His agents are there. One earthquake, one tsunami, so many agents are there. Durga Devi is there. Immediately, 1 minute, Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, they will be died. Why he has to come? By his breathing process, just like an Ishvasita Kalam Athabalam Vajibantilom Biladita Katandanatha. By his breathing process, billions of trillions of universes are coming out. Among them, one of the universe. Among that one universe, one is demon, like Hiranyakashipu Ravana. He does not need to come to kill. His agent can do. But why he is coming? This is a beautiful verse Brahmaji is speaking. Before you go to the Vamanadev appearance, first of all, we know that why the incarnation comes. What is the internal reason? prapanam nisplapanchapi vidam vayase bhutale prapana janatananda sodaham patitam prabhu. So very beautiful verses. Oh my dear master, Brahma is speaking to the Krishna after the what is that called? Brahma Vimohana Lila. My dear master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, you come to this earth, imitate material life, just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrender. Whole idea to increase the ecstatic enjoyment for his surrender devotee. He is not coming to Bali Maharaj to cheat, rather give mercy to him. He has not come to, Vrindavan, descendant as the Krishna, Balaram, so many incarnations, to give pleasure to his devotee. That is whole idea. What is the purpose of this? The purpose of this also to reclaim the conditioned soul. So it is said that Anugrahaya Bhaktana Manusam Dehamastita Vajate Tadris Krida Yastutta Parabhavet. When the Lord assumes a human-like body, human-like, not human. People say that he is human. Avajananti mama muddha manu chintanu asritam. Ajananta param brahma punna param brahma ajananta param brahma. They do not know my supreme dominion. His human-like body to show his mercy to his devotee. He engaged in such a pastime, it will attract those who hear about them, become dedicated. That hearing is so important, Krishna Katha. Hearing of incarnation is so important. It is stated here why we are now discussing about the incarnation of Varahadev. Because by hearing process, we will rectify, we will purify and go back to God. Yani ani harupani kridanartham vivarsihi tairam vristata sucholokam mudhaka yanti tejasa. To enjoy your pastime, you will manifest yourself in various forms in this material world. This incarnation cleanses away all the unhappiness of those who joyfully chant your glory. That is why this is important to discuss about the incarnation of the Lord. There is another verse, Uddhava is speaking directly to Krishna that Tava Vikreditam Krishna Ninnam Paramamangalam Karma Pranna Piyusha Sadhya Tajjanti Anyaspriham Jana. Oh my dear Krishna, your pastime are supremely auspicious for mankind, are an intoxicating beverage for years. Tasting such pastime, people forget their desire for others. That is the importance of different incarnation. Different incarnation, particularly in this age of Kali, it is more recommended. Yani aniya taritanisa manusya sadhava kalu trimantika tantisha tarishati adna satama. My dear Lord, those pious and saintly persons who in the age of Kali hear about your transcendental activities and also glorify them will easily cross over the darkness of the age. The easiest way to cross this darkness of the age of Kali to hear and glorify the incarnation of the Godhead. So many incarnations Lord comes, so you have to just glorify. That is why it is important. So Vamanadev, we will go through the Vamanadev. So Lord Vamanadev also appeared. So how the appearance of the Vamanadev? There is a beautiful verse spoken by the Śukadeva Gosvāmī, the Savatara. Chalayasi vikramane balim adbhuta vamana padanakhani rajani tajana pavana kesavadrita vamana rupa jaya jagadisha hare. So chalayasi means cheating. To cheat the Bali Maharaj, Lord has assumed the form of dwarf Brahmana. And also, by his toenails, the Ganges has come out. Toenails, he pierced the covering of the material world. The water from causal ocean come out of the Ganges to purify the entire world. So that is the glories of the Bali Vamanadev. So the story as goes, actually, I can show you actually. Actually, it happened that you can start a little bit of prelude to all the things, because there was a fighting between the demons. There are two kinds of people in the world. Dovutta means there are two kinds of. One is demon and devotee. Who is the devotees? Vishnu Bhakta Bhavet Daiva. Vishnu Bhakta, those are Vishnu Bhakta, they are called Sura. Tad viparjaya asura. Asura are different. So there was a fighting between asura and sura. So at that time, Bali Maharaj was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So he was there in the party of the demons because he belongs to demoniac family, Daita, Hiranyakashipu clan. So in the fighting, Bali Maharaj was dead. When Bali Maharaj was dead, that time his spiritual master Śukracārya, what happened? Śukracārya, by his power, mystic power, Murtunjaya, some kind of mystic mantra, he make him alive. As a result, Bali Maharaj was very obliged and accepted Śukracārya as his teacher, spiritual master. And he sought the spiritual master. Also, there are so many Brahmana of Virgu dynasty. Virgu Maharaj is very, Virgu Rishi is very, very exalted. There was a test, who is the God? Virgu Rishi was been appointed to test who is the real God. The Brahma, Vishnu or Mysore. He went to Brahma. He was mentally assault him to test. Brahma got angry. Then he went to Lord Shiva, physically abused him. Lord Shiva was very angry. He got the threshold, wanted to kill, Bhrigu. Bhrigu left running to Vishnu. Vishnu was sleeping on the Seshanag. Ananta says, Lakshmi Devi was messaging. That time Bhrigu, in order to test Vishnu's, he put his leg on the chest of the Vishnu. Immediately Vishnu got up and immediately got up and take the feet of the Bhrigu Maharaj and asking, my heart is very hard, whether you have your leg is very soft, whether it is, it is hot or not. I am very sorry for that. Then he understood that Vishnu is the real God. Real, the Supreme Personality of God. So that is Virgu Rishi. And from Virgu dynasty, all the Śukracārya, all the Brahmanas. So by serving Brahmanas, one can become very, very exalted. Brahma Teja. He got all Brahma Teja. And they have recommended him to do a yajna called Viswajit yajna, sacrifice, fire sacrifice, yajna. By doing that Viswajit yajna, he become, Viswajit means conquer the world. So he becomes so powerful with the Brahma Teja by blessing of the Brahmana. Also there are so many weapons, so many warfare paraphernalia come out from the yajna. He was equipped with all of very powerful weapons, or he also got very Brahma Teja, invincible power. So that is the power of Brahmana, real Brahmana. They were very, very powerful previously. Nowadays Brahmanas are gone case, no Brahmana. Kalo Sudra Sambhava. Those the Brahmanas are very, very powerful. Even you can see the Parikshit Maharaj was caused by the Brahmana boy. Within 7 days, a Takshaka will come and kill you. Sringi. Small boy, so much powerful. He gave a curse and it was going to be implemented. That was the power of Brahmana those days. Therefore, Krishna says, Nama Brahm, Krishna has been praised, has been worshipped as Nama Brahmanadevaya, Guru Brahmanahita, Jagaditaya, Krishnaya, Govindaya, Namo Nama, Brahmanadevaya. Krishna is called Brahmanadev. And if Brahmanas are disrespect, then this is a gone case, There's a beautiful verse. How we have to be careful with dealing with Brahmanas, Beautiful verses is there. Beautiful verses will say that how the Brahmana, if you disrespect Brahmana means there's a very condition is very worst. This is the verse. This is what it is say that my dear king, when a man prosecute a great soul, all his benediction of longevity, beauty, fame, religion, blessing, promotion to higher planet. This is very, very precarious. Krishna also say that the Brahmanas are very, very dear to me. This very so many verses he has spoken. That Brahmana very, very important. By his birth, a Brahmana is best of all living being in the world. He become even more exalted when he endowed with austerity, learning and self-satisfaction. What to speak about devotion to me? See how Krishna is glorifying. Krishna himself glorifying the Brahmana. Even my own four-armed form is no dearer to me than a Brahmana. Wow, that is That is beautifully glorify Krishna. Within himself, a learned Brahmana comprises all Vedas. Just within myself, I comprise all demigods. How beautifully Krishna is glorifying the Brahmanas. Ignorant of his birth, foolish people neglect and envious offend to a learned Brahmana, moving none different from me. Their spiritual master, the very self. They consider once worshipable only such obvious manifestation of divinity is my deity form. See, people are worshipping deity, but they offend the Brahmana. They do not know that Brahmanas are not different from Krishna. I mean, real Brahmana. Because he has realized me, a Brahmana is firmly fixed in the knowledge that everything moving and non-moving in the universe, also the primary elements of this creation, are all manifestation form expanded from me. See, why Brahmana? Because he has realized me, firmly fixed in the knowledge that everything moving, non-moving in the universe, also the primary elements of this creation, are all manifest forms expand from me. He realized, Brahma janati iti Brahmana. Therefore, you should worship a Brahmana, says, so Brahmana, with the same faith you have in me, if you do so, you will worship me directly, which you cannot do otherwise, even with offering vast riches. You cannot worship the Lord directly with vast riches. Through the Brahmana. Worship Brahmana means Krishna says, everything is done. So this is the glorification of the Lord directly to Brahmanas. So here, by the power of the Brahmanas, by mercy of the Brahmana, the Bali Maharaj became so strong king that he wanted to now conquer the kingdom of Indra, heavenly kingdom. The capital of Indra is what is that called? Amravati. He went to outskirts of, he wanted to capture the capital Amravati. When he approaches, then he outskirts, he killed so many, when outskirts, there's a fight going on. Indra saw that so valiantly, so powerfully, so confidently, Bali Maharaj, along with associates, they are fighting. He immediately approaches his spiritual master, Brihaspati. Brihaspati advised Indra better to get out immediately from the Indraloka and become invisible. Because now the Bali Maharaj, by the mercy of the Brahmanas from Bhrigu dynasty, becomes so powerful, nobody can beat him other than Supreme Personality of God. Just like Jamaraj, nobody can come before Jamaraj. Similarly, nobody can be first except the Supreme Lord. So better time is not favor to you. We better hide. Then Bali Maharaj, then Indra and all the demigods, they become invisible. Bali Maharaj captured, and by the advice of the Brahmanas, Bali Maharaj did Aswamedha Yajna, 100 Aswamedha Yajna. That time, the mother of demigods, Aditi, and father is called Kasyapa Muni, Prajapati Kasyapa Muni. Kasyapa Muni has many wives. One wife called Aditi. All the children is called Aditya or demigods. Another wife called Diti. All these children of Diti, they are called Daitya Asuras. Same father. Another wife called Danu. From Danava they are coming out. Same father, different mother. So there was always a fight between demigods and the demons. The mother of demigods, Aditi, was very much lamenting because their sons are suffering. They were invisible. They cannot get their kingdom. So he was very lamenting. And Kasyapa Muni is very powerful sages. He went out for tapasya, meditating the Lord. Then he came and saw that his wife is very lamenting. Whole ashram was full of sorrow. He asked, what's wrong with that? Have you done something wrong? Have you not treated properly your guests? Have you not followed the regulative principle and so on and so forth? No, he told, no, my sons are now suffering. Tell me the solution. Then he gave a solution that only Supreme Personality of Godhead can solve your problem. So you have to do a prayabhata vrata. That prayabhata vrata is a rituals which has to be done 12 days. And that rituals entails that you have to only drink milk throughout 12 years. And also do so many other paraphernalia are there. other protocols are to be maintained. If you do like this, then your problem will be solved. Supreme Lord will be pleased. So she did very sincerely. Supreme Lord came and she assured him that I will come as your son, and I will bring the glories of I will bring back the kingdom of Indra, your sons, demigods, all the demigods, headed by Indra. So on the Dvadasi day, Shravana Dvadasi, this is called Shravana Dvadasi, Bhadra, month of Bhadra. Shravana Dvadasi, at the afternoon, 12 o'clock, when the Abhijit auspicious Nakhetra was rising, that time the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, appeared as Vamanadev. Jai Vamanadev ki jai. Vamana avatar he appeared. He actually appeared as a 400 form of Vishnu. Then he changed to Dwarf Vamana. Dwarf Brahmana. Dwarf means small size. Dwarf Brahmana. Then all the demigods Brahma came and offered prayers and presented him. Then now this Vamanadev, he proceeded. He came to know that the Aswamedha Yajna, Bali Maharaj is conducting Aswamedha Yajna. There is a place called Bhrigukacha near the Narmada river. So he proceeded to that place where the Bhrigu Maharaj, under the patronage of the Brahmana dynasty, he is conducting the ceremony, the fire ceremony of Yajnas. So he went there in the pretext of a Brahmana, Dwar Brahmana, whole idea to cheating. So Lord, Supreme Lord, he is coming for cheating. But try to understand, his cheating also is rewarding. His cheating is also worshipable. His cheating is his causeless mercy. Just like Krishna is stealing. He is a great thief, but his stealing is worshipable. We steal, we are condemned, but Krishna is absolute. He does not need to steal. He has so many Vaikuntha. He is the proprietor of free world. So there is no question of stealing. But he is stealing the heart of the gopis, heart of his devotee. Therefore it is worshipable. So similarly, Vamanadev has come, Chalayasi Vikramane Balim, to cheat the Bali. But in reality, gives his causeless mercy. So we will now discuss how he cheated. So when he came there, then he was so splendorous. Although he was Dwar Brahmana, but his splendor is like, Lord is always God. Even after he is a very small child, like 6-year child who killed Putana, God is all omnipotent. God's supremacy, God's splendor, his Sadashara, 6 Aishwarya opulences cannot be marginalized in any form, whether he comes with peace, has come with Narahari, half lion, half other, whether he comes with Sukara Rupa, whether he comes with Vamana Rupa, his supremacy, his potency, his omnipotency, his opulences can never be marginalized. That is the first lesson we should learn. Then. There are so many lessons, primarily 10 lessons, but we have no time. But that is the first lesson we should learn, that how the Lord is always God. God is always God, in any form, in any form. In a small boy also, he killed so many. Putana also killed. He is dead. He killed Putana, the gigantic Asura, sent by Kansa. So when he came, he was very splendorous. All this Brahmana, along with Bali Maharaj, they got up. So much effulgent, small but splendorous looking. They offered, not only they got up Bali Maharaj, because Bali Maharaj actually is a devotional blood. Prahlad Maharaj is his grandfather. He is a devotee. But somehow he has been now as a duty, as a Rakshasa, so he is conducting as a enemy of the demigods. So he approaches the Lord and cleanses his feet. That was the duty of Kshatriya. So he executed the duty of Kshatriya, religious principle of Kshatriya is spoken in these beautiful verses. Kshatriyas are always worshipped the Brahmanas. Teja balam dhritta sauryam titikka sondram uda striyam brahmanyam aishwaryam. See, Brahmana, they always lead dynamic power, bodily strength, determination, heroism, tolerance, generosity, great endeavor, steadiness, devotion to the Brahmana. See, devotion to the Brahmana, leadership are the natural quality of Kshatriya. Kshatriyas are like this, devotion to Brahmana. So he executed the principle, regulative principle, Kshatriya dharma, by worshipping the feet of, worshipping the feet of Vamanadev and washing the feet of the Vamanadev and make him a seat. That is the Kshatriya dharma. And not only that, he asked, what can I do? What charity? Because they are also charitable. Brahmanas also charitable. They are nishta. There is a very nice verse. You say that they are, what did he say that? Very nishta, charitably nishta. They are very charitable, very generous in charity. He asked, what you want? We have so many. You can ask for anything. We can give you. So Vamanadev said the very nice things Vamanadev said here. I am a brahmachari. His pretest is a brahmachari, is a brahmana. If I am not content, whatever I have, I cannot be content with more. Therefore, a brahmana, he was teaching to Bali Maharaj, very nice verses. He teaching to Bali Maharaj that a brahmana should be always content. The beautiful verses, 6, 7 verses. It is stated by the Vamanadev in 8th canto. You can go see that here it is Bhagavan uvāca. The personality of God says, "O my dear king, even the entirety of whatever there may be within the three worlds to satisfy oneself cannot satisfy a person whose senses are uncontrolled." If I were not satisfied with 3 pairs of land, then surely I would not be satisfied even the possessing one of the 7 islands of the 9 worlds. Even I possess one island in Europe. So when he asked what you want, Vamanadev said that I want only 3 pairs of land, 3 steps of land. So Bali Maharaj was very laughing. What is this? You looks like a very learned Brahmana, but you are not so learned, you are ignorant. You are asking 3 steps, you are a dwarf. 3 steps, how much? You should have asked something island, something better. Here, on this response of Bali Maharaj, the Vamanadev is replying him or preaching him that if I were not satisfied with 3 pieces of land, then surely I would not be satisfied even possessing one of the 7 islands consisting 9 persons. If I possess one island, I would hope to get others. So that desires breeds desires. Material desire breeds material desire. That is the thing. So therefore, one should not be greedy. We have heard that although powerful king like Maharaj Gaya achieved proprietorship over the 7 deepers, they could not achieve satisfaction and find the end of their ambition. So he is citing some example. One should be satisfied with whatever he achieved by his previous destiny. For discontent can never bring happiness. A person who is not self-controlled will not happy even with possessing free will. One has to be content. Devotee means content. If devotee is not content, he wants more and more, he is not a devotee. Hey, Krishna says he cannot be. He wanted to be happy with more and more. That is not the way that devotee should content. Devotee should be content. Little Prasad Prabhupada says that what we need 3 steps for devotee means little 3 steps of land for sleeping, one step of land for sleeping, 1 step of land for little prasadam, 1 step of land for chanting. Nothing else we need. Nothing we need. Prabhupada said that in purport. Material existence causes discontentment in regard to fulfilling one lofty desire, achieving more and more money. This is cause of the continuation of material life, which is full of repeated birth and death. But one who is satisfied by what is obtained by destiny is fit for liberation from this material life. Very, very beautiful person. So one is to be satisfied whatever providential it has got. There is a beautiful verses 1:5-18. It says that the seva heta praiteta kovida. One should endeavor for the real purpose of life. Not should be endeavor for this economic development. Whatever providence is there, you will be getting nothing more, nothing less. So one should be content. Whatever I have got providentially, this is my karma. We cannot, gatekeeper cannot expect to become a Bill Gates. Rickshaw puller cannot expect to be Ambani. Whatever providence given. Content. That contentment is fit for liberation. Fit for. So then Bali Maharaj agreed. Then actually after that he was flattering He was agreed, the Bali Maharaj agreed to give now 3 paise of land. But Shukracharya, his guru, he knew that this is not Vamanadev. The Supreme Lord comes as a form of Brahmana to cheat Bali Maharaj, takes away all position. So he was advising his disciple, Bali Maharaj, don't do that, he is Vishnu. You should not do. Even after you have got money, you should keep for your livelihood. As much as you require, you take. As much as you can give. Do not just blindly promise. In this way, dissuade Bali Maharaj to give. But Bali Maharaj rejected a spiritual master. A spiritual master can be rejected if he is obstructing to worship of Vishnu. That is, Bali Maharaj is very nicely explained here. Bali Maharaj says, as you have already stated, the principle of religion that does not hinder one's economic development, sense gratification, fame, means of livelihood is the real occupational duty of household work. I also think of this religious principle is correct. How he is rejecting this, rejecting the Bali Maharaj. I am the grandson of Maharaj Prahlad. How can I withdraw my promise because of greed for money when I have already said that I shall give this land? How can I behave like an ordinary cheater, especially toward a Brahmana? How Bali Maharaj is very much strict in principle. How he is very much, that is called devotee. They do not care. Material point of view, Shukracharya is right that one should be very protective about his money. But spiritual point of view, spiritual context, this is completely wrong. Sarva dharman pṛṣṭaṁ. Once you give to the Lord, Lord is not taking away, Lord gives you back. There's nothing more sinful, untruthful, because this Mother Earth once said, I can bear any heavy things except a personal life. Just like gopis, they have sacrificed everything and they become the exalted devotees of the Lord. The best devotee. Ramya kaschid upasana vrajavadu parvena japalpite. I do not fear hell, poverty, and ocean distress, fall down from a position, even death, as much as I fear cheating of the Brahman. So how Bali Maharaj is very, very determined. My Lord, you can see that all material opulence of the world are certainly separated from the possessor at the day. Therefore, if the Vamanadev is not satisfied, whatever gift one has given, why not please him with the riches one is destined to lose at the day? So finally he told, never mind. If you think that I will lose, if I keep the promise of giving 3 steps, and the Vamanadev will take all my riches, then what is the wrong that? At the time of death, I will anyway lose it. So better let me not dissatisfy this Vamanadev. The Brahmana. Better to give now. Anyway, I am going to live. Either get out or get kicked out. Either you voluntarily give it or you will be forced to give. See, we cannot. That's why very beautiful verses. 7:37. That what will happen, all your riches. Let me go to the 7:37. The beautiful verses, it is say that the real problem of life is, 7:39. 7:39. Beautiful process. So here it is said that one reaches beautiful wife, female friends, one son, daughter, one's residence, one domestic animal like cows, elephants, horses, one's treasury, economic development, sense gratification, indeed even lifetime in which one can enjoy all these material opulences are certainly temporary and flickering. Since the opportunity of human life is temporary, what benefit can this material opulence give to a sensible man who has understood himself to be? Period. All the opulences at the time of death will separate. What is the use of all the things? This is all Prahlad Maharaj, his grandson is speaking. So beautiful philosophy. Since the body itself is ultimately meant to become a stool or art, what is the meaning of paraphernalia related to body, such as wife, resident, work, children, relative, servant, friend, kingdom, treasury, animals, minister? They are also temporary. What more can be said about them? So beautiful. His grandson is preaching. Here is his grandfather is preaching. Here, grandson also preaching to Śukadeva. All this paraphernalia is very near and dear as long as body exists. But as soon as body is destroyed, all things related to the body are also finished. Therefore, actually, one has nothing to do with them. But because of ignorance, one accepts them as a valuable. Compared to the ocean of eternal happiness, they are most insignificant. What is the use of such insignificant relationship for eternal living? What is this relationship? Wealth, friends, family, country, community. What is this? Is going to separate. So therefore, Bali Maharaj is telling, why not satisfy? Anyway, I'm going to lose the riches. What a beautiful devotees. This is called Atmanivedana. This is called surrendered devotee. That is the mentality of devotee. To give to God, not to take God. Oh, God, give some donation, thinking if I give donation, what will happen? My bank balance will go down. My wife will scold me. My children will scold me. I did not buy for them. Better this month I will not give. Let me give to my family. Nonsense. This is nonsense. So I should learn. This is all the lesson. Vamanadev is not just a fasting and feasting. So many lessons, Then he rejected the gurus, false guru by Bali Maharaj. It is stated that a guru can be rejected. There is a beautiful purport. He says that a guru can be rejected. Forget where is the purport. He says that a guru can be rejected if it is found he is obstructive. Guru na sasyat, janani na sasat. Father, you cannot become a guru. Shukracharya was rejected by Bali Maharaj, his disciple. Pita na sasyat. The Pita is against Krishna consciousness, against our proceed to Krishna consciousness. Then he also can be rejected. That is there where Pita, Hiranyakashipu was rejected by Prahlad Maharaj. Mata also Janani Sasya. A Janani can be rejected. Just like Bharat, Kaikai. Bharat rejected Kaikai because he sent Ram to the Vanavas. A Devo can be rejected. Devata also can be rejected if they are obstructing our Krishna consciousness. What is it? Khatavanga king. He asked that, can you give liberation? Demigod said, no. Then reject him. Go to Haridwar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So these people can be rejected if they are obstructing for us to advancing in Krishna consciousness. This is Shastra, so important. Then Bali Maharaj, very charitably disposition. Where Bali Maharaj gave everything, then this Dwar Brahmana, Krishna now started expanding. His first step, he took away all this earth, all patala, everything, except the upper planetary system. First step, his left hand he expanded so much like a Trivikrama. Dwar Brahmana became a Trivikrama. In second step, he took away all the sky, all the high planetary system, Tapaloka, Janaloka, Mahaloka, Brahmaloka. And even and by the touch of these toenails, the what is that called, covering of the material world, he pierced. As a result, the water from causal ocean come as a Ganges in purifying the three worlds. Also, Brahma washed his feet, and that water become also Ganges. Another appearance of Ganges is Krishna come as Narayana come as a liquid form as a Ganges. Three together become Ganges. And third step, there is no third step. So what to do? So then Bali Maharaj, the Vamanadev is asking this. Vamanadev first of all causes show the wonderful act of expanding himself, so gigantic. Divikrama, Urukarma, wonderful act. Krishna means wonderful. God is wonderful act. Kartum, akartum, anyata kartum. So Ishvara. He can do impossible, possible, possible, impossible. Adbhuta Vamana, Adbhuta Rupam. Everything Adbhuta. Narsimhadev has come as Adbhuta Nakha, Adbhuta Rupam, Adbhuta Vamanam. Wonderful activities, Lord. Adbhuta Karmana. Uncommon, wonderful activities. So he exhibited this wonderful activities, his supremacy as a God. Although he came as a Dwar Brahmana, he expanded himself. So much so that he showed the Vishwarupa to everyone, to Bali Maharaj and his associate. And in two steps covered everything, all the position of Bali Maharaj. And third step, there is nothing. So he asked Bali Maharaj, you have broken your promise. Where shall I keep my thought? Then Bali Maharaj beautifully surrendered to the Lord. My Lord, I am not lamenting that I have lost everything. No, I am very happy. At least God came, Vishnu came and took away. I do not lament. I am very happy. That is surrender. That is devotee. Not devotee is crying, my Lord, why you have taken money from me? I am worshipping you. I am chanting Hare Krishna. Why money? Actually, anugrahaya. There is Krishna says that I take away the money whom I give mercy. It's a beautiful verses from 10th canto. Anugrahami Hari Bhagavan uvāca jasyaham anugrahami harisya tadhanam sani tato dhanam tajjantyasya sarvana pṛṣṭaṁ. The personality of Godhead say, if I, especially if about someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth, then the relatives and friends such a devotee can abandon him. In this way, he suffers one distress to another. That is the mercy of Krishna. He takes away. Prabhupada given his own example. Prabhupada was a very, very successful businessman. But Lord takes away all his money. His business failed. Then he started his preaching work. Prabhupada himself recounting his own story, how Lord's mercy upon the Prabhupada. Because Lord wants him to do a very higher position, exalted position. More, by taking away all the money, he given him a richest person. Actually, in a spiritual context, material context also, both way he is very rich. 108 temples he has got, so many. So this is the Lord's mercy. So here, Bali Maharaj, Vamanadev cheated Bali Maharaj, expanded. After expanding, there is no place for third step. Bali Maharaj told that, my Lord, a possessor is greater than possessor. I am the possessor of the wealth. I am still there. So you can put your third step on my head. That controlled the Vamanadev. The dwarf Brahmana becomes gigantic dwarf. To justify his name, he is dwarfed by the love of surrendering of Bali Maharaj. The dwarf Brahmana, dwarfed by the surrendering of the devotees. That is all about teaching quintessential teaching of Vamanadev pastime. That's how Lord is dwarfed. The dwarf incarnation is dwarfed by the surrender of his devotee. Although after that he was insulted, arrested, but still he did not protest. Lord is appreciating. Oh, you are so tolerant, Bali Maharaj. I took away all your position. I have insulted you. I have bound you. Still you are tolerant. Still you say, never mind. That is devotee quality. Not the devotee complaining, why Lord you did for me? Why me you are giving pain? Why me you are taking away all the money? The beautiful verses it is stated here. Beautiful verses. Super favorite verses, one of the favorite. Tattenukampam susumakhyamana bhunjane vatma kritam vipatyam hidvāgavapuvi vidham namaste jivetu jamukti pada sadaya bhak. Very nice. Sadaya bhak. This word is very nice. Prabhupada use this word, very important. Sadaya bhak means rightful heir. My dear Lord, who honestly wait for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reaction of his past misdeeds, offering you respectful obeisance with his heart, words, and body, surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his life. That's what Bali Maharaj did. Although all the possession has been taken by the Lord by cheating process, although he was arrested, humiliated, but still he is tolerant. He is very content. Never mind. No, after all, Krishna is the proprietor of three worlds. Bhaktaram jagyam tapasam sarvalokam maheshwaram. Hammi bhaktam sarvaja jnanam bhaktam. Chapter 924. He is the proprietor of all jagya. He is the proprietor of three worlds. Never mind, he took away his own money. He is not to be condemned. So Bali Maharaj understood it. So he surrendered. Lord, and by surrendering, he comforted the Lord. Lord is so happy that he told Bali Maharaj, you have so patiently, you have done all the thing, unconditional surrender. So what I am doing that, Krishna says that I am very pleased behavior of Bali Maharaj. Lord has placed him planet. So Lord placed him on the Patala planet. And with that Patala planet is more better than, Sutala planet. That is the planet Sutala, which is more better than even heavenly kingdom. Heaven. It was architect, Vishwakarma, the architect of demigod created. Not only that, Lord said, I will be your doorman. So Lord become his doorman, protector. My dicks will be protect you, doorman. In next millennium, you will become the Indra, Sravani, Manu. Next Manu, he become Indra. What is the lesson from this? Lesson from this, that Lord is Supreme Father. Just like Father sometimes chastise the children for his own welfare. Lord is all good. God is all good. His chastisement, his reward, both are equal. Both are his causeless mercy. He chastised the Bali Maharaj, cheated the Bali Maharaj, insulted the Bali Maharaj, just like a father insulting the disobedient child, but for his welfare. Because sometimes when you are the proprietor of the three world like Bali Maharaj, you become false practice popped up. That is impediment for our devotional. Lord want to cut out, curtail that one. Therefore, he came to show his causeless mercy to Bali Maharaj, who is actually a devotee of the Lord, although born in the Ither family, Asura family. False prestige. That is the idea. So whenever the Lord comes and this is a very nice. This is the benedictions that Lord comes and chastise and Lord and chastise the devotees, chastising the devotees for his own welfare. Very beautifully it is written that Lord is the Supreme Father. Whatever he does is for the devotee's benefit. Whatever he gives the devotee opulence and takes it away, he acts equal. Although he takes away everything, but for the sake of giving more exalted portion. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead deprives his devotee of material opulences, this does not mean that Lord puts him in poverty. Rather, Lord promotes him to a higher position. He puts Bali Maharaj more higher than Indra. Vamanadev practically cheated Bali Maharaj in the pretext of begging 3 steps of land, in the pretext of religious principle. Then all position of Bali Maharaj were taken away. Then he was arrested, humiliated, deserted by friends, relatives. Externally, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead superficially seemed to have acted mischievously towards Bali Maharaj, but Bali Maharaj has become the most famous among the demons, non-believers. In spite of being bereft of all material opulences, he is fixed in devotion. That is the taste of devotee. Lord put him in a taste. Also, Lord gives the power to tolerate that taste. Whole idea to advertise his glories. The taste is done by the Vamanadev to Bali Maharaj to glorify him actually. Therefore, he became a mahārāja. Out of 12 mahārāja, Bali Maharaj is a mahārāja. By completely surrendering everything to the Lord, he became mahārāja. The Supreme Personality of Godhead sometimes put a devotee to a severe test that are almost unbearable. Unbearable. Supreme Personality of Godhead not only tested him, but also gave him strength to tolerate such adversity. That is the thing. That is the God's mercy. He wants to test, at the same time give the strength to tolerate that unbearable test. For what sake? To advertise the glories of the devotee. Lord is so merciful. Causeless mercy, Lord. Causeless mercy for his devotee. Although seemingly Lord externally chastising, externally coming for Indra, actually he is coming for Bali Maharaj. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj is telling that you have shown that you are more disposed to the demons than demigods. You are more merciful to demons than the demigods, because demons are falsely popped up. So he came and chastised them, also liberated them. He liberated Aghasur, Bakasur, Putana. Putana came as to kill him, but he liberated. That is the causeless mercy of Vamanadev. Therefore, we are worshipping together Vamanadev. So with this, we will end this one with a beautiful prayer to Vamanadev. Chalayasi vikramane balim adbhuta vamana padana khanira janita jana pavana kesavadrita vamana rupa jaya jagadisha hare jaya jagadisha hare jaya jagadisha. Jai Vamanadev apurante ki jai, Vamana Dwadasi ki jai, Upendra ki jai, Trivikrama ki jai, Jai Gaurari. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.